I'm here because I would like to share a fun activity you can do in the winter time using Jan Britt's book, The Mitten. So I picked this one because most teachers already have it. If you don't, it's worth purchasing. Also, I'll put a link in the link below, the resources that you would need to do this with your class. So one of them, you'll print out a nice big mitten or two, and then laminate it so they can actually put things inside it. They're going to put the animals inside the mitten. And then you get all the animals. I just color it, laminate it. I do 2 to 3. I always do 3, but 2 should be enough. I always do 2 extra copies because if something goes missing, you just have it ready to go. But I've had the same like for maybe 7 years, and I've never had to use the second one. So completely up to you. And now I'm going to share how I do a story retell, and then how, using the song and the Jan Britt resources. So anyways, first I start by showing the kids the mitten because that's like a hook for them. They're quite interested in this very large mitten. And so I start by asking about if you lost a white mitten in the white snow, do you think that would be easy to find or difficult to find? And then often they can share that they think it would be hard because the white snow and the white mitten. Anyways, so then I start by sharing the story about how Nikki's grandmother wanted to make mittens, and Nikki wanted to have white mittens, which Grandma was a little worried about, but she did make him his white mittens, and then Nikki went and played in the snow, climbed up the tree, and he lost one of his mittens in the snow. So then the animals find the mittens, and first the mole went and squeezed into the mitten. So what I do is I give, if we're doing it with the whole class, everyone sits in a circle, and then I give the children an animal. But of course they can't all have a turn at after one song, so we sing it 2 to 3 times so that everyone can have a turn. I also do this in my small ELL group, so often if it's a small group, then each kid can have 2 if there's 4 kids. So anyways, it goes like this. The mitten in the snow, the mitten in the snow, help us please so we don't freeze, the mitten in the snow. A mole squeezes in, a mole squeezes in. So the first child with the mole, they have to know that's a mole, or you can help them out, but it helps to actually practice the animal names first. And then they're going to come in the middle and put the mole in the mitten. So a mole squeezes in, a mole squeezes in, help us please so we don't freeze, a mole squeezes in. A rabbit squeezes in, a rabbit squeezes in, help us please so we don't freeze, a rabbit squeezes in. I'm not going to sing the whole song, but near the end, so all the animals go in the mitten, and then we have the bear. A bear squeezes in, oh my, a bear squeezes in, help us please so we don't freeze, a bear squeezes in, oh my. A mouse squeezes in, a mouse squeezes in, help us please so we don't freeze, a mouse squeezes in. And then I take the mitten and I take a look inside. Oh boy, I can see the mouse is sitting on the bear's nose, and the bear is about to sneeze. So then the bear says, achoo, the bear says, achoo. All the animals fly out of the mitten in the snow. Then all the animals go all over the place. Actually, I just do it like this. I don't want them flying everywhere. But you do you if you want it to fly everywhere. But as all the animals fly out of the mitten flies and it's silhouetted against the beautiful blue sky. And now, oh, I wish I had something blue to show you so you can, it stands out more. But if you do in your classroom, put it against something blue. So now Nikki sees his mitten as it flies in the sky, and he catches his mitten. And then he goes back to Grandma, and he goes back with his mittens. All is well, until Grandma has the mitten in her hand, and she can see that mitten is stretched out, and she's like probably wondering what happened to it. And that's the end of the story. So after orally telling the story with the song on another day, I would read the story, and then we do the activity again. And then once ready, the kids can do a story retell. So I just pick someone to share the beginning, the middle, and the end. And a fun activity I do every winter with the kindergarten classes that I work with. I hope you try it and you enjoy it. So thanks for listening. Bye for now.